Now, Good Morning Northwest, killed in the line of duty. Now, family, friends, and the community gather to celebrate the life of Battalion Chief John Morrison. How you can be part of honoring this fallen hero.
And the winds are calming and the temperatures are cooling. What's next to plan ahead for in your First Alert forecast?
And he's done it before, and police say he's done it again. The repeat arson suspect now faces new charges in this week's downtown Spokane fires. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, July 10th. Welcome to it. We're going to start things off today. Meteorologist Matt Gray, look at that First Alert forecast as we're heading out the door.
Yeah, heading out the door. Hard to believe it's July 10th already. Feels like it's flying by this month. 60 degrees right now, a little cooler than the last couple of mornings. Clear skies. It's going to be a beautiful day. I would argue some of the most beautiful weather we're going to see throughout this entire week. A little milder as you get into the valley. 64 right now in Spokane Valley, 62 at Liberty Lake. Coeur d'Alene by the lake, 63 along with 9 Mile. Still cooler than the last couple of mornings, which were quite warm. We were struggling to get below 70 just yesterday. Our highs this afternoon, much closer to average for this time of the year than we have seen in a long time. Not even close to the 90s. Could even end up in the upper 70s in Spirit Lake this afternoon. 81 today for Coeur d'Alene. 85, 86 for downtown Spokane. We'll see low 80s as you work your way up to the West Plains. That's going to be some nice sitting outside weather, that's for sure. We are going to be keeping track of some haze after some fire weather the last couple of days. Wellpinit, Newport, moderate air quality. We'll show you where that smoke and haze is headed next coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, this morning, friends and family will hold a celebration of life for one of 2 fallen battalion chiefs ambushed while responding to a wildfire call.
While the ceremony for John Morrison is closed to the public, Kootenai County Fire and Rescue is inviting the community to line the streets in support during the procession to the memorial location. Now, the procession starts at 10 o'clock this morning, and we're showing you the route on your screen here. It will start at the English Funeral Home, travel south on 3rd Street, east on Sherman Avenue, and then continue south on Coeur d'Alene Lake Drive, ending at the Hagadone Event Center. Frank Harwood will have a procession tomorrow morning. That also starts at 10 a.m. Now, we will be streaming both of these processions live on KXLY.com. You can also watch it on the KXLY Plus app.
We are following breaking news out of Deer Park, where new photos have just been released of a missing 72-year-old man with dementia. This is Harry Ballman, but everyone calls him Gus. His family reported him missing on Monday. Now, these new surveillance photos show him walking near Highway 2 in Deer Park, Milan Road around 4 p.m. that day. In the photos, you can see he's wearing a green baseball cap and a Seahawks t-shirt. His family says he usually takes morning walks, but this time he didn't come back. They believe he may be trying to hitchhike toward Boston, and with the hot weather, his dementia, and other health issues, they're really concerned. So if you have seen Gus or have any information, call Crime Check right away. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Thanks, Hannah. The Spokane Police Department arrested a man wanted for setting multiple fires downtown earlier this week. The police department believes this man on your screen, Chad Horn, was likely responsible for setting 6 fires in downtown Spokane early Tuesday morning. Police arrested Horn in the Liberty Lake area about 7 o'clock last night. He's charged with second-degree arson, and he has a history of setting fires, even pleading guilty last summer to reckless burning in connection with several downtown Spokane fires.
High winds and dry conditions gave firefighters trouble as they battled several wildfires around the region. This 2-acre brush fire burned near Newman Lake yesterday, starting around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The smoke from the fire had died down significantly within just a few hours. No evacuation orders were issued, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
The largest local fires burning 4,000 acres near Davenport, known as the West Pines Fire. By last night, state mobilization was authorized to help firefighters contain this one. Level 3 evacuations, meaning go now, are in place for people living in the direct area. And level 2 evacuations, or get set, are in place for people living near the Spokane River off of Wine-Coop-Cayuse Mountain Road, Bald Ridge Road, and Circle Road. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office said the Lincoln County Fairgrounds are open for evacuation staging.
And we're also monitoring another fire that's growing, which has now burned 3,500 acres between Kettle Falls and Northport in Stevens County. Firefighters are still trying to get control of what is known as the Hope Fire. Yesterday, a state mobilization request was approved to help with the firefighting efforts here. Level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations are in place for people in the surrounding areas. And as you can see just from the fires we've talked about so far this morning, morning, communities in several parts of the inland Northwest have been dealing with wildfire evacuations already this fire season.
Yeah, these evacuations can change quickly, sometimes giving you no time to prepare. And this happened to those who live near the T.J. Meenock Bridge after a fire broke out there Tuesday afternoon. Our Madeline Mullins shares what goes into determining the fire evacuation levels.
It was a hectic afternoon.
They call and say, hey, the fire's getting really close to the building with the wind. What do we do?
A fire near the T.J. Meenock Bridge, prompting level 3 evacuations.
A fire was a challenge in the sense that we had, initially 3 fires on the ground and they were spread out.
Strong winds that could blow embers into neighboring homes, several fires to send resources to, and how difficult the fire was to fight, all contributing to the decision to skip level 1 and 2 and go immediately to evacuation level 3.
Those apartments are, just one way in, one way out, and you got quite a bit of density in that little area. So that always takes time to get people out.
And while a level 1 warning, which alerts people to get ready to leave, or a level 2 warning, encouraging those who need extra time to leave now, is great, sometimes you don't get that. And that is exactly what happened here.
We had 3 different security there, making sure everyone was getting out safely, out to their cars, able to leave.
Luckily, fire crews were able to get the fire under control, and those who evacuated were able to get back to their homes. But this served as an example of how important it is to be prepared.
When that alert comes in, and then you go into panic and your neighborhood's full of smoke and you're not sure exactly what the fire is and everybody's trying to leave, you're behind the 8 ball.
And a reminder that evacuation zones can impact everyone.
That was Madeline Mullins reporting.
Now, we do have a traffic alert that could impact your commute this morning in Spokane Valley. A portion of Pines is going to be completely shut down today starting at 6 a.m. That was just a couple minutes ago. Now, it's the stretch between Pinecroft Road and Trent Avenue. Crews are working on a big rail project there, and we're seeing on the sign here, it could be impacted here from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Advice if you're traveling in the area, just assume you're going to have some backups. Now, drivers heading north will need to detour onto University or Sullivan Road, and southbound traffic will need to be rerouted at Mansfield Avenue. And evening commutes also might be affected with this. So, again, just plan on maybe taking a different route or avoiding this area if you can. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:07.
Meteorologist Matt Gray in a calmer day today.
A calmer day today. All right, so DNR has put up these new cameras, Washington DNR across the region. This is up at 49 North, Chewelah Peak. Chewelah and Addy and Colville, they're down there somewhere. It's a little smoky this morning. We'll talk about where that smoke's headed later today. Coming up.
Winds can carry fire embers more than a mile from the flames. Coming up, the essential checklist every homeowner needs before the next red flag warning.
And Secret Service suspends several agents connected to the rally shooting that wounded President Trump and killed a rally goer. Just ahead, how at least 2 of those agents are fighting back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
We invite you to Mr. Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play. Enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at MrQuad.com.
Keystone RV is fighting for your business by giving Bobby Combs RV in Coeur d'Alene approved discounts on all Hideout and Passport models in stock. Save thousands of dollars on several great floor plans like this Hideout or this Passport model. After approved Keystone discount, only $33,990. Best deal of all, this Passport model was $45,662, now only $27,990. Deals end July 31st, so don't wait. Bobby Combs RV Center in Coeur d'Alene. Great selection, low prices, and friendly service.
First, they dip into science. Then, they dip into yum. Everyone will love the combination of crunchy sticks and creamy Nutella. Nutella and go. Dip into yum.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap & Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999. Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Donald Trump is unveiling his planned tariff rates for imports from 8 countries.
They are set to start August 1st, even though yesterday was supposed to be his original deadline for these trade deals. It means imports from Brazil and 7 other countries could face double-digit tariffs. Trump also says that he's informed Algeria, Iraq, Libya, Moldova, Sri Lanka, Brunei, and the Philippines of upcoming 20 to 30% flat tariffs on their products. Some experts say they'd prefer more extensive negotiations and more nuanced trade deals.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in Malaysia for a meeting of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. On the sidelines of the summit, he's expected to meet with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov today. This comes just days after President Trump criticized Russian President Vladimir Putin for not engaging in peace talks with Ukraine.
Meanwhile, Russia launched a large-scale aerial assault on Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, earlier today. It marks the 2nd consecutive night of ferocious attacks on the country as Russia ramps up its bombardment more than 3 years into the war. At least 2 people were killed, including a 22-year-old police officer, and more than a dozen people are wounded from these attacks, according to authorities.
The Secret Service has issued punishments nearly a year after the shooting at a Trump campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Donald Trump was shot in the ear, and a rally-goer was killed during the Butler rally on July 13, 2024. Multiple sources say the Secret Service has suspended several agents who were involved in securing the site that day. 2 agents are reportedly appealing those suspensions, which range from a few weeks to more than a month. Several congressional investigations and federal reports found multiple failures that day, including communication breakdowns and lack of leadership.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Going to be a nice summer day. A little bit of haze from all the fire activity over the last couple of days. We are going to be heating up for the weekend. More 90s by Saturday afternoon.
The red flag warning had both firefighters and community members on high alert yesterday. Former wildland firefighter Casey Eason, who spent 2 years battling flames in Montana, shares some tips on what we can do at home to prevent the spread of these fires.
You can look around in this neighborhood and imagine if there's a fire, it's going to spread very fast.
He says the best way to stack the deck in your favor during these weather events, clear out anything flammable. The winds we saw yesterday can carry embers a mile beyond the fire line, so that's why it's important to clear out pine needles and leaves from your roof and gutters, repair loose shingles on your roof, and remove any fuels like firewood or dried up plants away from your home. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Mounting questions this morning about the response to deadly Texas floods. Officials face criticism over emergency alerts as nearly 170 people remain missing. That story right after the break.
Oh, and as we send you to the break, here is another look at North Pines Road in Spokane Valley, where a rail bridge construction project will completely shut down traffic for the day today. We got the detours that are in place. It's coming up next.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Watch this. It's all 100% real.
Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck can be an intense game.
A game of offense versus defense.
I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And I'm attorney Jim Hill.
We know that winning against the insurance company can be tough.
And they'll do anything to keep you from getting the compensation you're entitled to.
But we know the playbook to beating them.
And we love scoring big for you, so you can get all the money you deserve.
So don't be on the losing side.
Call Russell and Hill.
We have the playbook to win.
Looks like we made it. Barry Manilow. The last Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It's now 6:17. Recovery teams continue to search for victims of the flood disaster in Texas this morning. Nearly 170 people are still missing in the storms.
ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. this morning with details of the recovery efforts and the stories of the victims.
This morning, a community honoring the lives lost in the deadly Texas floods. Overnight, families in Caryville holding a prayer service to mourn the lives lost, many of them children, and show their support for each other.
This is my hometown, and I wanted to come help in any way that I could.
Search teams continue working around the clock, sifting through debris near the Guadalupe River to recover the victims. New video shows what's left of the Heart of the Hills Girls Camp just down the road from Camp Mystic. The property destroyed with cabins leveled and the office missing from the foundation. It comes as Kerr County officials face mounting questions over the handling of the emergency and how quickly alerts were sent to those in the flood zone.
We're not running. We're not going to hide from everything. Those are important questions. We will answer those questions. I wish y'all would bear with me in that.
People in neighboring New Mexico also coping with devastating floods.
Oh, no.
At least 3 people killed after the Rio Ruidoso River rose a record 20 feet in just 30 minutes. The flooding inundating the area after a deadly wall of water blasted through the streets.
That was Nicole D'Antonio reporting.
God, just devastating images out of there.
Horrible.
Well, here is what we are waking up to in our neck of the woods. Another sunshiny, gorgeous morning.
It's pretty.
This is the inside Matt's brain right now that he doesn't have to stress about fire.
Isn't it calm?
The sunshine, happiness.
I'm feeling so calm and peaceful today.
Thank goodness.
Because it was a busy, busy week, and I'm sure, you know, myself and everybody all concerned about fire conditions, and we get to breathe a little bit today. Firefighters get to breathe a little bit today. That's a good thing as well. So winds are still going just a little bit this morning, generally out of the south or out of the southwest across our region. Well, why is that important? And shows you which way the smoke is headed here. So let's take a look. In Stevens County appears to be where much of the air quality issues now reside this morning. So we've got that Western Pines fire north of Davenport. You've got that Hope fire as well, which is for the most part this morning actually blowing some smoke up into Canada. But we've got moderate or borderline unhealthy for sensitive groups air quality from Wellpinit up to Springdale and then right up 395. So basically everywhere from Deer Park and Loon Lake to the north. If you are particularly sensitive to smoke and you live off of 395, it's probably a good idea to just, hey, hang out inside a little bit until that smoke can lift later on this morning. We're good for the time being for Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene. We may see things change a little bit, though, as we head into the afternoon and those winds begin to change direction. So let's show you what happens here as we head towards noon. It's a bit more of a east or a west to east wind. That keeps things hazy across our northern counties. Watch what happens here, though, as we get into the afternoon. Now, the good news here is when we get into the afternoons, usually our fires get more active, but that smoke also ends up rising higher into the sky and out of our breathing space. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 there, right? So what we're going to see here is that smoke drifting to the south a little bit. Could be a little bit hazier. And in fact, I likely expect it to be a little bit hazier for Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene as we head towards that kind of 4 or 5 o'clock time frame with whatever smoke is produced today by that Western Pines fire. That'll continue to drift southward as we head through your evening. Temperatures today, nice in the low to mid 80s, even some upper 70s. Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. It'll be a little cloudier in the afternoon. Wouldn't shock me at all if we did see 1 or 2 little sprinkles, but you know, 95% of your neighbors, if you do get a sprinkle at your house, are not going to end up with much of anything. Here's your 7-day forecast. If you like the 90s, you're going to like this forecast. We're back up into the 90s this weekend. Looks like we're going to stay there for a good portion of next week. So we are getting into kind of the dog days of summer already. Wow. Where we're just saying pretty toasty each and every day. So this is a nice little break.
It sure is.
83, a nice break.
Sounds great.
Thanks, Matt.
It's now just about 6:22.
Well, to avoid getting swept by the Yankees, the Seattle Mariners needed a win last night in the two teams' final matchup of the season. But could the M's suppress New York's hot bats? We'll have more on that. It's coming up just ahead in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
From urgent AC repairs to full system replacements, Bill's Heating and AC has you covered. See why thousands of local homeowners trust us for fast, honest heating and cooling services. We offer free second opinions, a lowest price guarantee, weekend service, free equipment quotes, and upfront pricing with no surprises. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make this summer more comfortable than ever.
Country Financial has been helping protect lives and livelihoods since 1925. Here with advice on better managing risk is a Country Financial representative.
Insurance is one of those things that's indispensable, but something you never hope to use because it means something has gone wrong. Inevitably, accidents happen, and in these cases, here are a few tips for what to do to get the most out of your insurance and claims experience. First, contact your agent and claims representative. You can email or call, and most insurance companies allow you to file a claim via app or website. Share as much information as possible. It specifically helps a claims representative have all the facts and work through the situation quickly and effectively. If you have an accident at home, make sure you have a home inventory cataloging all the items that have been damaged or lost. Also take steps to prevent further damage. By doing these things, you'll be able to get back to normal a whole lot sooner.
For more information, visit countryfinancial.com.
At Choice Hotels like this Comfort Hotel, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation, like starting game day with a free hot breakfast. I got waffles, how about you?
Go Waffles!
Woo! Stay Twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Oreo Thins. When that fancy new dessert spot is actually your couch. Flavors that feed your fancy. Stay playful.
The All-Wheels Swap Meet is this weekend. Find new parts along with used vintage parts for project cars and trucks. Find motorcycles, bicycles, memorabilia, and vintage toys, too. Over 350 vendors, all at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center this Saturday and Sunday.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. And another night in the Bronx for the Seattle Mariners. They're looking to take away a key win to even the series against these New York Yankees, their final meeting this regular season. That sound was what Yankee fans heard all night with 13 hits, just as many knocks as Game 1. But look to how we got here. Cody Bellinger delivers the first New York run of the day. In the bottom of the first, Giancarlo Stanton is going to keep those running right after him. 2-0 with no outs. And it ends up being 3-0 before a deep shot from J.P. Crawford. There's that short Yankee porch coming into play nicely. We know the Yankee fans sure do enjoy that one. Not the run, but having home runs easily. Seattle on the board. Bottom half of the inning, Jazz Chisholm Jr. punching right back. That home run into Monument Park in center field. 4-1 game. Chisholm is going to homer again, putting this game away, and the Mariners will lose the game and the series. Spokane Zephyr added to their 2025-26 roster yesterday with the signing of Kelsey Euler, a former 3-time Idaho Player of the Year in high school and Gonzaga Bulldog. Euler transferred to the Arkansas Razorbacks for senior season in 2024, helped lead them to a 4-0 win over Gonzaga and also a Sweet 16 NCAA tournament berth. The Zephyr enter their second ever season against Dallas Trinity FC. That's on August 23rd at the Cotton Bowl. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports. Check us out at 6 and Nightside right here on 4 News Now.
That's awesome. Another local connection with the Zephyr.
Love it.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's now 6:26.
Well, the search for the man accused of killing his 3 young daughters hits another snag. Why the search for Travis Decker comes to a halt in the Sawtooth National Forest when we come back.
Plus, women from across North America gather in Spokane to celebrate confidence, sisterhood, and the open road. The Motor Maids Convention brings decades of riding tradition to the Lilac City. How you can see them in action today. That's coming up. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look.
It is day 6 of 30 of my ChatGPT challenge.
It's a challenge Jennifer Allen never thought she'd be doing.
Every day I'm asking for one task to make money to pay down my $23,000 in credit card debt.
30 days, 30 challenges, and with the help of artificial intelligence, one goal: erasing all that debt.
I would say the biggest change for me was looking at my debt every day, because I went from not looking at it at all to, being in it every day, looking at like where the numbers were, looking at what I could do.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to know about how AI can help you erase debt. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor how Caplyta can help you let in the light. Find savings at Caplyta.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
Always dry scoop before you run.
Listen to me. A hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
In over your head with the price of doing laundry these days? Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Liquid Detergent cleans 3 times more loads than premium tile detergent at the same price. Clean deep without spending deep.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker starts this morning with some breaking news.
Today, the snack wrap is back.
Whoa, breaking news. McDonald's is bringing back the oft-requested menu item it pulled from menus in 2016. Since then, it's remained a fan favorite, with thousands demanding McDonald's bring it back. The fast food chain hopes the return of the snack wrap will help turn its fortunes around. McDonald's recently reported 2 consecutive quarters of sale decline in the U.S., its worst performance since the height of the pandemic.
That's coming from Southern California. We got some more breaking news this morning where dozens of workers became trapped in an industrial tunnel collapse last night. The tunnel was being built for a Los Angeles wastewater management project. The collapse happened 400 feet down and 6 miles away from the entry site. The trapped workers were somehow able to scramble over a pile of soil and debris 12 feet high and were then shuttled back to the entry point. Thankfully, everyone got out safely. This morning, it's still unclear what exactly caused that tunnel lining to fail.
And talk about a fly-by-night operation. The U.S. is planning to drop hundreds of millions of sterile flies from planes across the southern border to fight flesh-eating screwworms. The invasive maggots have infected more than 35,000 animals since 2023, with cattle making up 83% of cases. The USDA plans to open a fly factory near the Texas-Mexico border to help stop the spread. Officials say the strategy of fighting flies with flies worked in the 1960s and 70s, but this time the stakes are higher.
Gross.
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad the flies are helping, but I don't like anything about that story.
No.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. So we all have heebie-jeebies right now. It is Thursday, July 10th.
Matt Gray planned my day.
You know, it's not a snack wrap, but I'm pretty excited about the plans you can make for this day because it's going to be a wonderful Thursday. In my opinion, best weather of the whole week. 60 degrees right now, clear skies over Spokane, and we're going to have a pretty nice afternoon for sitting out on the porch or just spending a little bit of time outside. It's been a little hot for most of this week, and so temperatures only in the low 80s to mid 80s this afternoon. It's going to feel pretty good by comparison. Mostly sunny skies. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover in the afternoon, partly cloudy conditions in that kind of 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. time frame. Air quality is good. I would say that is an accomplishment after all the fire activity the last couple of days around Spokane and around Coeur d'Alene, but not everybody got as lucky. There's that fire in Lincoln County north of Davenport. That has been sending smoke towards the Wellpinit area this morning, and so moderate air quality there, and more smoke stretches up north into Stevens County. We're going to take a closer look at that and what you can expect as we start to heat up again later this week.
We are following breaking news this morning. The manhunt for a suspected child killer is back to square one. The Boise U.S. Marshal's Office says a man spotted in the Sawtooth National Forest in southern Idaho who looked like Travis Decker was not him. Decker is the man accused of killing his 3 young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. The Marshal's Office says they found that hiker and interviewed him. He confirmed that he was just hiking in the Bear Creek area and he is not Travis Decker. Earlier, Decker was believed to to be in Chelan County. His location isn't clear and the search is still on. He's considered armed and very dangerous. If you see him, do not approach. Just call 911 right away. There's also a reward up to $20,000 for any information that leads to his arrest. This is a developing story, and we'll continue to bring you updates as we learn more. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, today there will be a celebration of life held for fallen Battalion Chief John Morrison.
While that is close to the public, Kootenai County Fire and Rescue invites you to line the streets in support during the procession to the memorial location. The procession starts at 10 this morning, and this is the route it'll take. It will start at the English Funeral Home, travel south on 3rd, east on Sherman Avenue, and then continue south on Coeur d'Alene Lake Drive. A similar procession for Frank Harwood starts tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and we will stream the processions live on KXLY.com and on our KXLY Plus app.
And a lot of first responders are expected to attend these private memorial services for Chiefs John Morrison and Frank Harwood today and tomorrow. Because it's so unusual for firefighters to encounter a violent attack like that ambush a couple weeks ago, these memorials are especially important for the local firefighting community to help them grieve. The job of a firefighter is already dangerous enough.
Most of us are still in the state of disbelief. It's not something that we've ever think about when we're going, our firefighters are out helping people, and then to have to be concerned about being harmed by those people that they're helping isn't on the radar. So I think a lot of us went to work trying to help, and we're able to avoid some of those feelings that you have to feel that will come. But yeah, no, it's scary.
It's common for other fire departments to pitch in their time for a funeral service, but the circumstances surrounding these 2 tragic deaths have more firefighters wanting to help. The head of the Fire Chiefs Association tells us normally they will staff each station a little lower with volunteers, but for this one, there will be extra firefighters on duty while memorial services are happening to ensure anyone who wants to attend can.
You may have noticed more women riding motorbikes around the Spokane area lately. The Motor Maids Ladies Motorcycle Organization is holding its annual convention this week here in the Lilac City. Members from as far away as Nova Scotia and Florida have traveled here for the festivities. The 85-year-old club was formed in the 40s to encourage and support women and riding motorized bikes of all kinds.
The Motor Maids it helps women, it supports women in establishing confidence in riding motorcycles, a sisterhood, a way of life that represents a good home culture of riding motorcycles.
About 300 riders made the trek to Spokane for the occasion. You can catch the Motor Maids on a parade of their riders at 10 this morning from the Centennial Hotel, crossing the Post Street Bridge.
That's so fun, and there's a lot of bikes out there.
So many. I'm so glad we did the story because I was wondering what in the world are all those motorcycles doing there.
There you go.
Really cool. It's now 6:37.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray. We've been talking today. It's going to be a gorgeous day to get out for a ride, maybe?
Yeah, getting out for a ride. It's going to be a good day. A little hazy in some spots. We're taking a look here. We're in the mountains above Colville. We're looking south towards Addy and Chewelah, and you can see the bottom of the valley just filled with that smoke and that haze. We're talking about where the smoke's going to head later today, coming up in your forecast.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, some people in Washington could lose access to critical health care services under federal budget cuts. But Governor Ferguson says the state is ready to fill the funding gap. How Washington plans to protect health care access. That's after the break.
Plus, our radio stations here at KXLY step up to honor fallen heroes. How much money they raised in North Idaho yesterday and how you can still donate. Next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus.
We invite you to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesar Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Mistaqua.com.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stop Bugging Me Pest Control. This summer, don't let stinging insects ruin your outdoor fun. Wasps, hornets, get rid of those stinging pests. Call Stop Bugging Me Pest Control and leave everything to us.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow, what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, it's helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:41. KXLY Radio Group held the Honor Our Fallen fundraiser to benefit first responders and the Red and Blue Foundation in North Idaho. Radio stations partnered with Anchored Coffee locations in Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls yesterday. And so far, they've raised more than $25,000.
Yeah, we looked this morning, 36,000
now, which is just amazing. And the foundation says there are more fundraisers to come.
We've had great support, and we don't take for granted that our community is really the backbone of our entire well-being. Like, we have to do this together, and without the support of them, we wouldn't be successful.
If you missed yesterday's fundraiser, don't worry, you can still donate directly to the Red and Blue Foundation online. You can find a link to it. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
Wonderful stuff. Takeaways today in your forecast. A nice summer day, a little bit of haze out there from recent wildfire activity. We are going to heat up again as we head into the weekend. We'll show you how warm it'll get coming up.
Washington is prepared to take a stand against planned cuts to Medicaid and Planned Parenthood. On July 4th, President Trump signed his spending bill, better known as the Big Beautiful Bill, into law. Planned Parenthood is currently fighting those cuts in court, but if it isn't successful, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson says the state is prepared to step in to cover the gap in funding. In a release reading in part, the real victims are Washingtonians who will lose their health care provider. I will not allow that to happen. While we have a very challenging budget in Washington and cannot backfill every cut in this big betrayal bill, we must step into this temporary gap to ensure women continue to have access to critical health care. Good Morning Northwest Times, now 6:42.
1 in 5 Americans say they delay home repairs to save some money, but that could cost you more later. After the break, how a home warranty might protect your wallet and your home.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
And the princess never felt the pee as the summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before? Never a mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then, Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain Resort. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo for just $57 a person. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at CDA4.fun.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
Olympus Living of the Spokane Valley. Independent and assisted living for adults 55 plus.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. About 20% of Americans say they have delayed necessary housing maintenance in order to save some money.
Yeah, but that could end up costing you more in the long run. If you worry about costly repairs, a home warranty might be a good option. Here's ABC's Perry Russom with the details.
Maintaining a home and all the appliances in it can sometimes put a strain on your budget, but not doing so could lead to even bigger expenses down the road.
Having certain systems, especially air conditioning, checked periodically is just a really good way of staying out in front of issues that might arise later.
If your air conditioning breaks down or a roof starts to leak or a major appliance is not working, you will need to pay for those repairs.
The best way to pay for repairs is to have that money saved up in the bank. If you can afford to do that, it's great just to set aside some money every month and just kind of have it just devoted only for future repairs.
If you do not have the cash on hand, there are options.
If you don't have a ton of cash saved up, but you can get a home equity line of credit, that's a good way to do it too. That way you can just tap that line of credit whenever a large cost expense just kind of confronts you out of the blue.
Homeowners also might want to consider buying a home warranty.
A home warranty is a service contract, usually an annual contract. The company will pay for repairs for things that break due to just normal wear and tear.
The cost and coverage available with these warranties varies. Experts recommend doing some comparison shopping.
You just kind of have to look at what they offer, what they exclude, and what you think are your home's biggest vulnerabilities. Is it plumbing? Is it electrical? Is it the old air conditioning system? And then just kind of find a warranty that will address the issues that you think are most likely to arise.
Eventually, there will come a time when you have to buy new appliances like a new washer or refrigerator. And when you do, it's a good idea to register those items with the company that made them.
Because that will enable you to make warranty claims later. It's an important thing to do. And then if you end up selling the house while that warranty is still in effect, it can usually be transferred to the new owner. And they will really appreciate the fact that you filed that paperwork.
Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
Home maintenance never fun.
Oh, it sure isn't.
No.
All right, but what is fun is a little bit calmer weather, cooler temps.
Yes, maybe one person on this desk is thinking about doing some home maintenance.
Oh.
And waited until today because it's going to be, yes, it's me, because it's going to be much nicer today, and I don't like sweating. You could
Very
probably
good.
tell. I'm sweating a little right now. Here, hot studio lights. Live conditions right now, 60 degrees in Spokane, 61 in Coeur d'Alene. Beautiful start to our day and cooler than recent days. However, we are seeing a little bit of smoke from these couple of fires. We've got the one in Lincoln County. We've got the Hope Fire that's up near Northport. Both have been kind of keeping smoke around the Stevens County area. So we've got moderate to borderline unhealthy for sensitive groups air quality across many parts of the 395 corridor. And as you work your way into the Wellpinit area, let's show you where that smoke's going to be headed as we get through later today. So winds are eventually going to turn from out of the south to heading to the north like they are this morning. They'll end up west to east as we get into the early afternoon. By late afternoon, things are going to start shifting to the south. That will likely bring some more haze at the very least into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, and the possibility that we could see a temporary drop in air quality depending on how much smoke production we see this afternoon from that Western Pines fire. We'll continue to see things drift to the south and across the Palouse region as we head into the overnight, and we'll kind of take it as it comes from there. For today, nice temperatures in the afternoon. By comparison to the last few days and the days to come, temperatures only in the low 80s, even some upper 70s. Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint could see one or two little sprinkles here as well. So you know what? It's a good day because I know I've been limiting my animals going outside during the middle parts of the day, even in the afternoons when it's been hot. It's a great day to go to the dog park today. Not so much as we start to get into tomorrow evening and those temperatures heat up again. If you're going out camping this weekend, be ready for hot weather. Look at this. Pothole State Park, south of Moses Lake, 100 degrees as we get into Sunday. It is going to be a hot one. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast where there's going to be a lot of temperatures in the 90s coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops, we're here to guide you from start to finish.
After my car accident, working with Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy. They communicated with me and let me know what the next step was every step of the way.
Call Craig Swap and Associates today. Let us make your recovery simple. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Bobby Combs RV Center in Hayden has Forest River manufacturer-approved discounts of over 35% off MSRP now through July 31st. Save thousands of dollars on models like the Avenger 16RD, normally $28,948, now only $19,990. Or this Avenger, now only $23,990 with approved discount. Or this Salem, with the manufacturer's approved discount, it's only $79,990. Bobby Combs RV Center. Great selection, low prices, and friendly service.
At Perfection Tire, we believe in more than just great tires.
We offer free services with every tire purchase, extending the quality and life of your vehicle.
Trust Perfection Tire for our lowest prices and easy credit. Nobody beats perfection.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Thursday with the morning sprint.
It's a mostly sunny day across our region with just a few scattered showers sneaking through the panhandle. We got meteorologist Matt Gray with your first alert forecast.
Hannah Joy is in studio with a why the search for a suspected child killer hit a snag.
But first this morning, family and friends are coming together to remember a local hero. A celebration of life will be held for one of the 2 battalion chiefs ambushed and killed while answering a wildfire call. The celebration of life will be held today for Battalion Chief John Morrison. That's one of the 2 firefighters ambushed and killed. Now, the ceremony is private, but Kootenai County Fire and Rescue is inviting the community to line the streets in support during the procession to the memorial location.
That procession starts at 10 this morning at English Funeral Home and ends at the Hagedorn Event Center. The second procession for Frank Harwood will happen tomorrow morning, also starting at 10. We will live stream both of those processions at KXLY.com and on our KXLY Plus app.
And we're going to have some beautiful weather today. It's going to be a little hazy at times, especially around Stevens County. Winds decreasing throughout the day. Huge positive when it comes to fire danger. Cooler temperatures going to help out as well. It will be a little bit cloudier this afternoon as temperatures hit the low 80s, and we will end up seeing 1 or 2 showers in the North Idaho Panhandle. The vast majority of us stay dry. Air quality today going to hover close to the moderate region, getting a little bit better as we go into Friday.
The Spokane Police Department arrested a man wanted for setting multiple fires downtown earlier this week. The SPD believes the man on your screen, Chad Horn, was likely responsible for setting 6 fires in downtown early Tuesday morning. Police arrested Horn in the Liberty Lake area about 7 o'clock last night. He is charged with second-degree arson.
High winds and dry conditions gave firefighters trouble as they battled several wildfires around the region. The largest local fire is burning 4,000 acres near Davenport. It's known as the West Pines Fire. By yesterday evening, state mobilization was authorized to help firefighters contain the fire. Level 3 evacuations, meaning go now, are still in place for people living in that direct area, and level 2 evacuations, or get set, are in place for people living near the Spokane River off of Wynkoop Cayuse Mountain Road, Bald Ridge Road, and Circle Road. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office and the Lincoln County Fairgrounds are open for evacuation staging.
We're also monitoring another growing wildfire, which is burning 3,500 acres between Kettle Falls and Northport in Stevens County. Firefighters are still trying to get control of what's known as the Hope Fire. Yesterday, a state mobilization request was approved to help with the firefighting efforts. Levels 1, 2, and 3 evacuations are in place for people in the surrounding areas.
Well, we have a traffic alert that could impact your commute this morning in Spokane Valley. A portion of Pines is going to be completely shut down today. It's a stretch between Pinecroft Road and Trent Avenue. Now, crews are working on a big rail project there. Drivers heading north will need to detour to University or Sullivan Road, and southbound traffic will be rerouted at Mansfield Avenue. You can see starting to close down the road there. We're told it's supposed to last about 6 o'clock tonight, so evening commutes will also be affected.
We are following breaking news. This morning, the manhunt for a suspected child killer is back to square one. The Boise U.S. Marshal's Office says a man spotted in the Sawtooth National Forest in southern Idaho who looked like Travis Decker was not him. He was just a hiker in the Bear Creek area. Decker is the man accused of killing his 3 young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. Earlier reports placed him in Chelan County, but there has been no trace of him since. He is considered armed and very dangerous. If you see him, do not approach. Just call 911 right away. This is a developing story. We'll continue to bring you updates as we learn more.
The Secret Service has issued punishments nearly a year after the shooting at a Trump campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Donald Trump was shot in the ear, and a rally goer was killed during the Butler rally on July 13th, 2024. Multiple sources say the Secret Service suspended several agents who were involved in securing the site that day. 2 agents are reportedly appealing those suspensions. For updates on the congressional investigations and federal reports, tune in to Good Morning America. It's starting right after this newscast at 7 o'clock.
And we will be back with a final check of our weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this commercial break.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
The all-wheel swap meet is this weekend. Find new parts along with used vintage parts for project cars and trucks. Find motorcycles, bicycles, memorabilia, and vintage toys too. Over 350 vendors, all at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center this Saturday and Sunday.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
And the sun is shining over Spokane this morning. As we look at One Spokane Stadium, going to be a nice day. Could be a little hazier as we get into the afternoon and the winds shift a little bit. That could bring some smoke into our area. As we head through the weekend, we're going to see temperatures heat up again. So enjoy the cooler weather. Looks like we're going to have an extended period of well above normal temperatures in the low to mid 90s for the weekend and into early next week.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in this morning to Good Morning Northwest.
And we've loved having you along. We hope to see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right after this.